On today's show, Delphi will soon test cars equipped with 3D printed components. Uber is preparing to test autonomous Ford Fusions, and a look at the new cafe footprint rules. All that and more coming right up on Autoline Daily. This is Autoline Daily for May 20th of 2016. People increasingly want their cars connected to all the other things they do. So to get consumers aware of its services, AT&T just launched a digital campaign that focuses on wireless connectivity inside the car. The social media ads will share the benefit of turning a car into a Wi-Fi hotspot from a kid's point of view. The company is also expanding connected car services for its unlimited plan customers. The telecommunications giant is heavily involved in connected cars. It now has partnerships with 19 car brands worldwide, and in the US, 8 million vehicles are on AT&T's network. You know, Toyota is by far and away the leader when it comes to hybrid vehicles. The company is celebrating that. It just surpassed 9 million hybrid sales globally since it launched its first one back in 1997. It now sells 34 models in more than 90 countries. The company estimates that compared to a similar-sized vehicle, its hybrids have saved over 6.5 billion gallons of fuel and reduced CO2 emissions by 67 million tons. By the end of the decade, Toyota wants to sell 1.5 million hybrids globally on an annual basis. The supplier company Delphi just teamed up with Carbon 3D. You may remember Carbon. They're the 3D printing company that developed a system for growing objects out of a resin. On top of its increased speed, Carbon's technology doesn't print material layer by layer, which helps improve the manufacturing process and allows for greater design freedom. Here you see it, making electrical connectors. In June, Delphi will test a fleet of 25 cars with parts made from Carbon's process to prove its durability. And still to come, Uber plans to test Ford Fusions equipped with autonomous technology, and Infiniti creates a training academy for technicians.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems, advanced materials that deliver better results. And by Lear, a global leader in automotive seating and electrical systems.
Autonomy could be the most transformative technology to hit the automotive industry in 100 years, and it seems that everyone wants to get in on the action. Ride-sharing company Uber just announced it's going to test a hybrid Ford Fusion around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's fitted with a number of radars, laser scanners, and high-resolution cameras that will be used for collecting mapping data, as well as testing its self-driving capabilities. Uber says it chose Pittsburgh because there's a wide variety of road types, traffic patterns, and weather conditions. But the fact that renowned technology institute Carnegie Mellon is right around the corner probably doesn't hurt either. Well, if you didn't already know, it takes a hell of a lot of skill and training to be able to properly diagnose and repair today's vehicles, and finding someone with those skills can be very difficult. That's why Infiniti has teamed up with the Universal Technical Institute to launch the Infiniti Technical Training Academy. UTI is one of the leading providers of post-secondary education for transportation training. Students first must graduate UTI's Automotive Technology program before applying to Infiniti's 18-week program. But if chosen, they'll get a bumper-to-bumper education on Infiniti vehicles. Infiniti will even pay for the tuition for its program in exchange for an employment commitment with an Infiniti dealer upon graduation. The Infiniti training program will debut at UTI's newest campus in Long Beach, California in 2017. And coming up next, a look at why the CAFE regulations aren't as daunting as first believed.
For the people at Dow, racing is a sport and a science. We enjoy one and learn from the other. But like most competitive people, we like winning at both. This is the human element at work. Dow.
Back in 2012, the auto industry, along with the EPA and CARB, agreed to boost the corporate average fuel economy, or CAFE, for passenger cars and trucks to 54.5 miles per gallon by 2025. Previously, automakers had to meet a fleet average, but now it's based on a vehicle footprint for each segment. Those rules will be reviewed later this year, and many analysts believe adjustments will be needed to be made because of low fuel prices and consumers opting for trucks and utilities instead of green cars. On Autoline this week, we're joined by Margot Oge, the former EPA Director of Air Quality and Transportation. In the following clip, she explains how the new footprint works and why it's not necessary for automakers to build more electrified vehicles.
The actual standard is based on the definition of a car. Cars have to do more. Smaller cars have to do much more. It's based on footprint. So a Honda Fit will have to do, on a CAFE basis in 2025, 31 miles per gallon. 61 miles per gallon for Honda Fit. Where a GM Silverado in 2025 has to do 33 miles per gallon. So the standards that EPA is evaluating is not the 54.5. It's the individual standards on a footprint basis. Now, one more thing about the oil prices. There are the determination that was made in 2012 is that the majority of the improvements will happen from improving the internal combustion engine. It has a big room to be improved. Existing technologies, not big innovation, lighter weight materials, 10% reduction of weight, and we assume only 1 to 3% in 2025 of the new cars sold in the marketplace must be electric and hybrid. Okay, so we're already there for electric and hybrid. So the assumption, or what I'm hearing, is that this 2025 standard is going to require everybody going to hybrids is not accurate. Again, it's based on a footprint. So if a company decides, like Chrysler, for example, that they don't want to invest on more efficient cars, they want to keep on producing trucks, they can do that. The standard doesn't force them to change, the offering of the various models.
For more of Margot's insight, you can watch that entire discussion right now on our website, autoline.tv, or you can look for it on our YouTube channel. But that brings us to the end of today's Autoline Daily. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.
Wards is the industry leader for news, data, and analysis. That's why companies across the globe subscribe to our premium service, maybe even your own. Log in for subscriber access now. Check your company's intranet for details and rely on wardsauto.com to keep you informed.